How's it going, everyone? This is Toronto Joe here with another episode of Challenger Approaching. I have Evil Genius's PPMD next to me. Welcome to the show.
What's up?
Not too bad. Now, esports and Smash have exploded over the past year, and you've been directly part of it. You're in the E3 Invitational, your recent partnership with Evil Geniuses. Can you give us a little bit of information on how that came to be with Evil Geniuses, how you feel about the company, and what your plans are moving forward with them?
EG, wonderful company. Very excited to be with them. They've been nothing but hospitable, talking to me. It's been very comfortable. I've had to weigh them with other choices, but I looked at the reputation. I looked at what their other players are doing. They just felt like they were my home. The other people in there were just so good to me, and joining with them has just felt like a great fit. It feels like, I feel like I'm so supported by them in such a great company, and it feels really empowering. I'm really excited to go out and represent them. It's very nice, and I'm very happy to be with them. I think things are only going to get better for me the longer I stay with them.
Right. Now, speaking on the EG team, Justin Wong has been a very vocal supporter of you.
Yes.
And I know you're all about the mindset. You really dig into the psychology behind competing. Have you and him shared any tips with each other, had discussions about competing at a high level? Because he's the master of clutch.
Jwong, yeah, there's a reason he's Evo moment guy.
Right.
right. Yeah, Jwong, he's great. We've never really talked outside of when I was trying to get information about joining EG. He was very helpful and very courteous. Of course, he wanted me on the team because he's really pulled for me. I've not talked to him yet. There is some type of trip I may be doing eventually out to California to visit home base. I might touch with him then. Maybe we'll catch up. Maybe we'll exchange ideas. Maybe we'll drink. I don't know.
Now, speaking on mindset, you're going into SKTAR 3, and in order for you to qualify for the pro bracket, you need to get at least top 3. This is your first tournament under the EG banner. How have you prepared yourself for this event, and what are your thoughts going into it?
How have I prepared myself? Well, I made sure I got sick. I do a lot of internal work now. We're very good at figuring out frames and how to abuse the game better, and if you get them in a situation, what can you do, and how can you be more efficient, how can you edge guard better, how can you be a little faster, a little stronger, and these are all very powerful tools. These are things you have to think about. What people don't talk about very much, and what some very good players are very bad at, are how they think about how they view the game, how they view themselves in competition, and that's what I'm really working on. And that's actually been a lot more helpful for my game. So I'll think about things like, when you ask me, there's the EG and then there's MLG and there's all this pressure, I see, well, this is a big challenge. I got to really make sure I do this. This is exciting. I've really got to get it done. These people are all going to try and stop me, so I got to see if I can beat them anyway. And that's because I won Apex, everyone's trying to take me down. So now I've really got good matches ahead of me, so I'm excited. And most people would feel pretty nervous or anxious, and I feel a little bit of that too. I'm only human, but I feel very excited. I'm ready to take it on. And I hope the summer is more of me improving that type of mindset. Again, I'm not great, I'm not amazing at it yet, but I'm getting a lot better. I hope to embody that much more.
Right. Now, you just mentioned the Summer of Smash. The Platinum Age is upon us.
It is. What
is the one thing that you think you need to work on in order to tighten up your game so you can take all the events?
Well, outside of internally, there are things like I need to develop a more efficient and probably longer training regimen. I need to really dig in and because I've pulled so many ideas about the game and about how to think and about how to manipulate an opponent over the years. If I can put it all together with what I've because I feel like I've not put it all together. I've always taken bits and pieces and combining it, and I was working on one thing more at one event and one thing more at another. If I put it all together, I feel like I'm going to be really, really good, and I feel like it's going to, I feel like I'm going to have a really good handle against my competition. So my goal is to develop a good training program, get myself, to work on it as seriously as possible, and eventually just feel like I don't even need to warm up. I sit down and I'm there, I'm in it, I'm playing real hard. Doesn't matter if I'm playing for 6 hours or 6 seconds. I'm playing good, and I'm like a machine, and I just know the good option, and I'm aware, and even when I fluctuate and I'm a little worse than usual, it's still really good. So that's what I'm looking to do.
Cool. Now, my last question for you: you're a top-level professional player, and you're also balancing that with school.
Well, not for now. I just graduated.
Right. Now, moving forward, do you have any advice for aspiring professional players that are also struggling to balance their course load? Because obviously school comes first, but how do you find the balance between the two?
It's a good question. It's a very good question. I honestly think you have plenty of time to do both. I don't care how demanding your major is. I think that the time you put into the game can detract from you doing things outside of schoolwork. Like if you were to take an internship, it would make your Melee career much, much harder. But outside of that, I think that you can balance a course load with practice. I think that is a matter of setting up a schedule, sticking to it, and revising it as you see better opportunities coming about. So I use school as an excuse a lot, but I knew that if I could just wake up at like 8 every day, and then I would may have time to exercise and practice a little, then go to class, and then eat, and then go to class, and then I come back, exercise and practice a little, then I do homework, and then I go to bed. Maybe I have a little bit of time for socializing in there. You can do that. That is acceptable, and you can have a lot of fun doing that. A lot of people think that it's work and it's not what they're used to doing, but it's completely doable no matter your major. I mean, if you're taking like 24 credit hours, you might be okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, you might have me on that one, but I think in general you can pretty much get away with it no matter where you're going. You can throw yourself into everything you're doing. And again, I advise keeping yourself physically in shape to handle the endurance of trying to switch between activities, so that there needs to be a balance for everything. So I think that it's not just going to be about managing school and smashes or whatever game you play. It's going to be about managing like your physical and your mental, your emotional, other things like that all coming together, and really giving you a schedule that you feel confident about and you can carry out effectively.
Awesome. Now, this guy is clearly a great ambassador for the game. Amazing wisdom that he's provided for us. Before we wrap up the interview, where can people get a hold of you if they want to get more in touch with you?
They want to get more in touch. The best place is Twitter at EG_PPMD. I also have a Facebook page, the official one, which I hang out on. There's what's the Dr. PP page? It's going to be changed to the PPMD page, I'm pretty sure. Then I have my personal one. I don't use that one too much for Smash, but if you meet me at a tournament and we hang out, then you can definitely add me, Kevin Nanny. And I might stream one day, but I don't have that now, so no worry about that.
Cool. Thank you so much for the interview. I really appreciate it. And make sure to follow Kevin and support him with EG, because he's doing big things in the community.
Yes, sir. Thank you.